Hello friends, this is video 3 of our third eye chakra self-care class. We just dived into history of third eye and why our third eye is so important to navigate this world with. And we are going to dive into something that's always really challenging. It's like the challenging part of the self-care series is where we really dive into our emotions and what our soul or what our inner goddess has experienced. And sometimes it's been through the ringer, or sometimes we have been put through the ringer in our lives. And so we really have to check our emotional baggage and get to the root of maybe some thoughts that get triggered within us, like our triggers that life can kind of throw us into repeated soul lessons. And so this next part of class, we're going to be diving into our emotions and our self-talk. And we'll also be covering our one of the very first tools I always try to encourage with women, just because they work on so many multiple levels, is essential oils. Essential oils are so great at holding us emotionally and really bringing us into the present moment. A lot of times we'll really dive out of our inner goddess and we'll be in our ego mind because, the light, like our daily grind just, checks us out of our spirit. Sometimes there's stress and demands and responsibilities, and sometimes we just have bad days, sometimes we have bad years, and it's easy to get out of our spirit, out of our inner goddess, and jump into our ego when we're seeing the world through a lens that's not necessarily positive and not necessarily elevated. And so essential oils are really great at calling us to the present moment, really good at pausing to give ourselves self-care and self-love and anointing our lives and really setting the intention. They are also really great with emotional and mental triggers because they actually access our limbic system, and our limbic system is what stores our memories, and it stores our emotional memories, and it's also connected to our sense of smell. So you can take an essential oil, or you can take even baked bread and harness in the emotions that you are trying to de-trigger or deprogram within yourselves, or like, gosh, I'm just really trying to not talk badly about my body. You can, oh, I caught it myself, I'm gonna totally love and anoint myself with this oil. Or you can kind of reframe, if body triggers come up, take that oil, take that inner child or whatever blend you're using, and really use it to access that limbic system and reprogram your thinking. Essential oils are wonderful for doing that. And another level that they work at is that they're great at assisting us to clear our energy. So a normal human body is, if you've watched these videos, you've heard me say this before, a normal human body is between 68 and 72 gigahertz. So that's our normal healthy vibration. If we are a healthy being, that's what we resonate at. That's what all this energy that we're talking about within our physiological systems and our chakra and energy transforming system, that's what we kind of generally resonate on average. Well, a lot of these oils, especially Young Living, these oils are tested and their vibrations are into the hundreds of megahertz. Like, these are high vibration Mother Earth plant concentrates that when they're inhaled and integrated into our bloodstream through inhaling them or applying them to our skin and absorbing into our body, and they actually encourage our bodies to have a different homeostasis. It'll kind of try to bring and elevate your body to that specific plant combination's vibration. So it not only works with your mind, helps you support you emotionally, helps to clear out your energy and re-tap into that limbic system to be able to reframe your thoughts. I mean, they're just amazing, and they're really good for our physical health and well-being too. So they just help on so many different areas, and they are such a great self-care tool. So those are the first things that we're integrating when we're diving into these emotions. That's why we're going to use them to dive into our emotions. So before we even go over what oils to use, I'd like to tell you some negative emotions that you might be carrying within your third eye chakra. And it's all regarding the way we look at life and whether we're looking at it through a fearful lens or a detached lens versus like really having faith in ourselves and faith in our inner goddess, really. So sometimes we can feel like we're in limbo, like we just feel completely derailed, like life just totally threw us under the bus, and we just feel like life is crashing all around us, and we feel like we're not in the next chapter where we want to be, and we're lamenting over the past, and we're in this kind of limbo stage where we just kind of feel derailed in life. Another negative emotion for third eye is just feeling fear of the unknown. Like you just don't know what's going to happen and you can't always plan. We just have to release our control at times and let go. And it can be so scary at times. And so a lot of times we can have fear of the unknown, and that can kind of cause a blockage in our inner vision, in our third eye. Sometimes our minds are just so busy and life is just so blah, 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 so much energy and so much stimulation. We have so much on our plates that a lot of times we can be like restless and sleepless. Like our minds just can't shut off. Like our minds have like an inner record going at times where we just go over the same conversations or same mistakes or same problems over and over, and you're like, I don't want to be thinking about this anymore. That can be kind of a third eye blockage. It can be an emotional reoccurring pattern. So it's good to note that sometimes sleeplessness is totally a restlessness within our own spirit, within a disruption within our energy. So sleeplessness, you can also feel withdrawn, like you don't want anybody to know your real thoughts or what you're going through. Like you're totally going inward. You could feel even withdrawn from your own spirit or your own family or community or the people around you. But you can also feel withdrawn from, I just don't want to think about life. Like you're off, you're just checked out. Okay. So withdrawn, sometimes you can feel like a lack of faith. Like, I don't think I can trust my inner vision. I don't think I can trust that my dreams can come true. I don't have faith that everything is going to be okay and that I'm safe. Sometimes you can feel deceived or blindsided. Sometimes people can hurt us, or life can just hurt us, and we can feel deceived, blindsided, totally smashed up against the head, knocked up against the head. Sometimes we can even feel psychic attack where, say you're getting in an argument with somebody, and over the next few days you just kind of will be doing your thing, and you're like, oh, that person, you have this feeling like you're connecting and thinking badly about each other, or someone's giving me bad energy. Like that is psychic attack. Like you can tell somebody's talking behind your back. Like that's psychic attack. Like we can learn how to cut that off and get our own equilibrium within our homeostasis in our brain, in our vision, and our inner sight again. So yes, psychic attack. Sometimes we're just in a state of like, I don't know. Like we're just like stalled in life, and we feel panicked, and we just don't know whether we're like frozen. We don't know whether to go left or right or move. So we're just like, I don't know. Sometimes we can just feel total brain fog, especially if we're going through grieving, going through stress. Like our minds could be holding way too much energy. Like especially even as a mom or people that are caregivers or empaths, like if you are carrying a lot of energy from other people, like your brain can just feel like, I can't even process right now. So those are all kinds of emotions and kind of states of being when our third eye is a little bit blocked or not running as efficiently or empowered as we want her to be. So next, we're going to be going to how to shift out of those emotions, how to shift some of those feelings and call our power back, how to bless ourselves with those oils, and really try to reframe our thinking and bring our power back into the situation where we're empowered past those thoughts. I'm going to walk you through. So maybe go take a piece of paper and see where you are in that third eye energy, some of your thoughts on yourself, whether you're dreaming, whether you're envisioning your life. Maybe give yourself some little bit of ratings on where you feel like your third eye is at, whether it's really clear and powerful, or it's still trying to find her way, or if she's just frozen. So just take a little bit of time to do some inventory, and next we'll be diving into oils and really walking our spirit through and finding her power again. So Thank you for joining me. And we'll see you in video 3. Talk to you soon, girlfriends.